I put on LBC. I put on LBC. Yeah, I put on LBC. Over LBC. I put on LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon gods on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on endlessly.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Oh, it's Wednesday, October 8th, 2025 at 9:02 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're just chilling tonight. We're just going to chill. We're just going to go over some things. We're going to look at some things and look at the charts, dissect them to the best of our abilities, and yeah, that'll be it. So yeah, we'll just see if there's anything interesting. I don't know. It seems pretty boring right now, to be quite frank. Don't really know what to cover. So if you guys have any, you're short. I mean, I'm only 5'7", so me too. It's short for a male in the U.S. Oh, you're short the charts. Yes. Probably not the worst play. But anyways, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Alexander GGG, Mod Boss, Mod Queen, Mod God. Thank you for being here, Alexander G, and pinning that Discord link in the chat. I do really appreciate you for doing that every single night. Thank you. Kelly, good evening. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Duality C, not of this world. Thank you for being here, my friend. J Vi, how you doing? And the wonderful Allset, thank you for being here. Ayo, I put LBC on my TV. I love it. I don't know why that song's just a little catchy. It's a little catchy, man. I kind of like it. I might stick with, I mean, I've stuck with that one longer than I have any of the other ones, so I might stick with that one. I need to get a new chair. I think I gotta get a new chair. I think I've worn this one out. All right, let's just get to the charts. Let's get to the news. Let's see. History says Bitcoin could peak soon, but here's the case for it to keep climbing. Let's take a look at this, and then we'll get into the chart. We may have reached the end of Bitcoin's brutal 4-year boom and bust cycle, one analyst says. Bitcoin hit an all-time high, above 126,000 on Monday. Bitcoin may hit a peak soon if its historical patterns of 4-year cycles still applies. The largest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, was tearing higher on Wednesday. Tearing higher? trading higher, maybe. Trading just shy of a record reached earlier in the week. A total of 1,052 days have passed since the price bottomed out. Already, I can't be doing that. Already bottomed out at $15,591. Sorry if I made you yawn. On November 21st, 2022, back then, the collapse of crypto exchange FTX was sending a shockwave, yada, yada, yada. This length of time could matter for the price of the pioneering cryptocurrency, given a pattern that has persisted since Bitcoin's launch in 2009. In the past, roughly 2 years and 11 months have passed between Bitcoin cycle lows and cycle peaks. If that pattern holds true, Bitcoin's latest peak should be arriving very soon. According to Vedelund, head of research at crypto research firm K33. Never heard of it. Or them. Him? I don't know. From 2015 to 2017, it took 1,069 days for Bitcoin to go from the cycle bottom to the top. The interval between cycle bottom and top from 2018 to 2021 period was 1,061 days. So, and it said we are currently, 1,052 days? So, 10 to 20 days left if we are to remain true to the cycle. What if it had already peaked, though? What if that's it? What if that was it? What if we're done? Could you handle a year of downwards price action from here? You'd almost have to, right? Coming back to this demand zone over here. Let's see. I mean, maybe a bottom out in March if it was to look like this. And then a continuation or a dead cat bounce type of deal. Down to the bigger demand zone. You're looking at, well, that's into 2027. Is it over? I don't think it's over, but you never know. 535 down to there, taking us into October of 2026. It looks good. That's the problem. I don't like that. All right, let's zoom. Let's not zoom, but well, yeah, zoom. Get off of this chart. That's first of all, get off of that chart. No volume on that chart. All right, so the daily. So we climbed up. Let's see how much of this candle we took. What was that? Oh, turn my magnet on. Weak magnet. There we go. It took over 50% of that candle, wicked up to about 80 something percent of the candle body. So taking 50% and then having a continuation down is very common. So we'll have to see what's going on. 71K bottom. Yeah. I'd have to say 69K, the previous all-time high, would be a good level of support. I mean, if we zoom out far enough, go back to the weekly chart, we have this big zone right here of this is just buying up. This is consolidation. Massive 8-month consolidation. So if we were to, whenever we do top, I wouldn't be surprised to see this level back tested. Okay, so even if we were to go higher, even above into the 150s, it would not be surprising at all to come down to here. Mostly because old all-time high, that would be resistance. We had a double top at that same level. And we would be flipping it into support. Now, however, we have already come down to test it and have since started to push away from it. So we know that there's demand here, okay? We know there's demand at this level. Came back down, pushed to the upside. So because we know that there's demand in that level, what does market maker want to do? Market maker want to push the price down? Oh, you know what? This weekly chart is actually looking pretty tasty. Pretty tasty. If we just continue to consolidate, that would be fantastic. Consolidate at these highs here. Even if we did do like a little sweep, we did something like this, that would be nice. What is this? Saturday. So we chill out Saturday and Sunday, and then start Monday off and go. Because this is looking like an ABC correction. So I kind of would think that we would probably continue lower for the rest of the week, but only as a bigger consolidation range. You're talking about a nice little flag with the breakout, the back tests, and a go. So if we are in that last final bullish phase, this is kind of what I would expect. Okay, get a nice big push, flag out, nice big push, flag out, one more push, done. And that's if, no, I wouldn't say that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. But this is more impulsive. This is still corrective. So this was still wave 1 to me. This is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Pushing higher, pushing past 150. I still think we push past 150 before we really put in a nice deep correction. Back down, at least back to 100K. I would think that's a nice psychological level. What is 170 to 100? Is that 70%? Is that a 70% drop? So almost historically on par. We typically get an 80% or so drop. Not anytime soon. I've round tripped too much, man. Yeah, I know. Now, it depends on what you mean. Okay, so are you here for fiat or are you here for the revolution? The crypto revolution? And that's really a serious question you have to ask yourself. I mean, round tripping, I mean, yeah, you still want to take profit so that you can buy more crypto, but at the end of the day, the goal is to shift away from fiat and get into crypto. At least that's the goal for me and many people in the crypto industry. A lot of people are here just to trade and make money, and that's fine, and make fiat money. But a lot of us old school crypto guys, you know, we're here for the revolution, all right? What's going on? Fiat is the only correct answer. Yeah. JB Hulk Smash, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? No, he's not. No one's out of their mind. It's actually me. I'm the one out of my mind. Melissa, the LBC OG, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Okay, Diggity, good evening, good evening. Why is Bitcoin going to $0? $0? Who said Bitcoin's going to $0? That is a false dichotomy. That's a logical fallacy. It's like, I think Bitcoin is going down. I think we're pulling back. And then someone's like, why do you think Bitcoin's going to $0? It's like, what? That's not what I said. That's a false dichotomy. Don't put words in my mouth. Can't pay my mortgage with crypto, and even if I could, the taxes would be exhausting. Where do you live? Taxes? Well, then, I mean, obviously, you want to try and get the system changed to where it works better for crypto. And you can wait for that, and it's perfectly fine. You can wait for that to happen. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with exchanging your crypto for fiat. I'm just saying the long-term goal is the conversion from fiat to Bitcoin, really, but crypto. For a while now, I have thought of Bitcoin as the new standard, and we will see how that plays out. And using other cryptos like your XRPs, your Solanas, if you want to do Solana, if you want to do XRP, Cardano, whatever it is, use those as your mediums of exchange and have them backed by Bitcoin and real world assets. I think that's the way. Q4 all the way down to Q1. Have a plan. Fiat or swap to stable. Yep. I don't know that I like those stable coins, guys, especially the CBDC, specifically CBDCs. But I mean, they're kind of bypassing the whole CBDC narrative by doing the whole stable coin thing. But it's basically the same thing. I mean, it's programmable money. It is money that that is centralized. And yeah, I mean, yeah, some Bitcoin, Bitcoin addresses have been frozen before by node operators. I think these were very extreme situations. But I think they've even blacklisted like terrorist wallets or something. So there's always a way. There's always a way. If I was a dreamer, I'd want to use Litecoin for the medium of exchange. Same fundamentals, but fast and cheap enough to work for that. See, we got another LTC fan in the house. I like LTC too. I would much rather like a Litecoin or shout out to CCM, a Dash, a proof of work, fast, cheap cryptocurrency. And I would prefer proof of work for sure. I think it is the most secure type. I mean, we have this nice push up here and then a drop down. So we know that that's an area of supply because you get the big drop. You come up back up to that area, 50%. I mean, nails the 50% of that zone there. I mean, just nails it. Drop off. Continuing to fall. Let's see. We've broken these lows. I could even add even more in there. Yeah, look at that. It's breaking down, man. It's breaking down. It's the end of the world. What are we going to do? Buy cheaper. Not financial advice. Oh, right down to my demand zone. All right, that's it right there. We're going to $118,600. All right, $118,600. Nice measured move here from this wave to this wave. Ride the waves. We want to ride the wave to the downside. Right now, we are favoring downside movement. So, yeah, I would be looking for shorts at the moment. For now, just like last night, I said I was looking for shorts. I'm looking for shorts, not pants. Definitely want shorts, not long pants. Just want some shorts. Do the voice for Crypto Billy. It cracks me up. Hey, Billy, how you doing, buddy? I see you're in the chat. You look real pretty with that mouth, boy. Cheering for Kelly. Good evening, Eberson. Good evening, Napoleon. Hope you're doing well. Lasers go pew pew. Pew pew. I like corned beef and taters. Cornbread and taters and sweet tea. When we are finally able to see you, we will see we are all connected in moment in time. Hashtag Givers Game. What? Who are you talking about? A little late to go in on this short, though, to be quite frank. At least on a swing standpoint. What's going on, Crypto Billy? I enjoyed your interview with Crypto Princess. I should be having my interview should be coming out tomorrow. Did that finally get uploaded? Do 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 do. She put something in the title when I said something about it. I was like, not quite. Let's see. Must still be private. Yeah, I don't see it. That's okay. She showed me the thumbnail and all this and that, so it should be live tomorrow. Just go over my story of alcohol addiction, becoming sober, my whole background, or a bit of my background, most of my story, my crypto journey, and future goals, all kinds of stuff. So, losing a loved one, cancer stuff, real life stuff. Check it out. Let's see. Yeah, on CVD is showing that the sellers are definitely in control at the moment, especially on the session CVD. So we're still green on our regular CVD, not the candle CVD that's cut up by session, but our overall CVD, we're still in the green above the 0 line, so that's good. But it is showing buyers have been dropping off. They were looking good, and then they started dropping off, which is fine. Everything's fine. They might pick up once we get down to this demand zone. Okay, cool. Look forward to know your LBC interview. Cool. I will be watching LBC. Thank you. If you know, you know. Wait, it is a good one. It is a good one. Oh, Sling Blade? Yeah, for sure. Yep, I killed him. It was me. Yep, with this Sling Blade. Yep, I killed him. Delirious. Lack of sleep will do that to you. It's really not even lack of sleep, guys. It's really like last night I slept like a freaking rock. However, I woke up with a massive crick in my neck because my son likes to get in the bed and kick me. He kicked me in my side, put his head all up in my neck in the middle of my sleep. So it's not the amount of sleep, it's the quality of sleep. I think I've even preached about this. I think I've mentioned this before. But yeah, bear flag breakdown 118,600. All right, Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look where we at. We're back up to 59%, getting a push. Nice push to the upside here. You can see Bitcoin dominance has been surging on the CVD. My goodness, during this downwards move, that's kind of interesting. Never thought about looking at the CVD on the dominance. I'll have to do some back testing on that. But it's kind of flatlined until we got to this part. It might only take in so many days or something, so many candles. Which is fine. It's fine. Let's go to the daily. Let's see. been climbing and climbing and climbing on that Bitcoin dominance, of course, but the CVD, I don't know how that works. I guess they would look at the flows into the dominance. Yeah, not quite sure how you get volume on your dominance. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Because it's not like orders or anything. It's just comparing, the market caps. I guess that is dollars technically. I'm an idiot. I told you I'm delirious right now. I had to start sleeping on my back instead of side. Got rid of my headaches. That's good. I like sleeping on my back. I'm weird like that. I used to sleep on my side all the time, and then I started sleeping on my back, and I was like, oh, this is so much better. I don't know. I'm just more comfortable on my back these days. It's kind of weird. XRP still in the triangle, still looking like it wants to break down. I don't know if it's going to break out to the upside of this triangle. If Bitcoin gets another flush, I would expect XRP to get another flush because XRP is actually pretty heavily correlated to Bitcoin's price action. Whether or not it stays to the upside like Bitcoin does is irrelevant. But when Bitcoin goes up, XRP tends to go up as well. And when Bitcoin goes down, XRP tends to go down as well. Only in both instances, up or down, XRP is exceeding Bitcoin. It's outgaining it when it goes to the upside, and it's out losing it, if that's a word, when it's going down. Like most altcoins compared to Bitcoin. But the correlation is pretty heavy. So, yeah. Like look at Bitcoin's whole big move. This is what XRP did. Okay? It hardly did anything. And then Bitcoin will have like a small push up, and then you'll see XRP do something like this. Like they go up at the same time, but they're different. You know what I mean? I read that descending triangles are continuation patterns. They are. But oftentimes, at first, they have a breakout. Especially in crypto. Maybe not so much in your stocks. Stocks tend to follow patterns much better. But I mean, if there's shorts or longs to flush here, I mean, typically you're going to get it in crypto. You're going to get that volatility. It's just the name of the game. But I would think it would do something pretty much exactly like this. But we'll see. We'll see if these lows hold. But yes, generally, yes, ascending triangles are continuation patterns. Ascending triangle lows. Yeah, spelled that incorrectly. Actually, that's a descending triangle. Why did I say ascending? I'm pretty sure you said descending, didn't you? I mean, technically, all triangle patterns are continuation patterns. Flags are continuation patterns. That doesn't mean they always play out, but yeah. Copy image. Okay, well, on all of these images. Oh. Yeah. Here's one that's not a continuation. Let's go ahead and paste. I want to see this. What's this saying? Trend shift, because you're getting, well, I wouldn't say you're getting lower highs for sure. You get the uptrend. Descending triangle on the top of an uptrend. So as opposed to what? In the middle of an uptrend? At the top of an uptrend? Downtrend? So this is at the top of an uptrend after this big move. Right? I think this is what it's going to be right here. That's what I think this is what it's going to be, because it's kind of like a running flat correction. Running flat, you get the deviation above the high, but you come up short of getting the deviation below the low. Running flat, I mean, this could wick lower, but generally speaking, coming into this demand zone and then pushing away and going to the moon. Probably sell everything at $5.89, okay? Because there will be people taking profit there for the memes, okay? It will be a resistance, probably. Just like 69K for Bitcoin was a meme resistance, okay? Whales did that on purpose. 100%. 1,000,000%. Whales did that on purpose. They knew what they were doing. Bitcoin doesn't just stop at 69K for no reason, all right? It was a meme. I had to start sleeping on my back. Oh, how is XLM looking? I don't know. You tell me. Just kidding. Let's take a look. All I know is I got stopped out of all my trades. Oh. It's backtesting its triangle. Look at that. Nice breakout, but it's actually broken out of its triangle. So, yeah. But if XRP goes, XLM goes down with it. But this is actually more of an argument that this will hold. I just don't like the equal lows, man. You know me and my equal lows and equal highs. And tell me a time they didn't get taken out. I'll wait. They always get taken out. It was a trade on stupidity. Wait, what? Oh, well, that was funny. 69,420. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was all memes, man. It still is all memes, I guess. How are the meme coins doing, by the way? Yeah, XLM, nice little breakout here, trying to get the back test. See if it can hold at least the 0.382 at 36 cents. 36 to 37 cents. See if it can hold that. It is within a fair value gap right now. So kind of want to see it push away from here. If this is gonna be bullish or not. You know what I'm trying to say. Maybe you don't. We want to see it push away from here. Because otherwise this could fail and it's just a fake out. I mean, fake outs happen. How's our meme coins doing? Let's take a look at WIF. Has it bottomed? I need a chart that has way more history than this. MEXC. When did WIF? WIF came about before 2024, didn't it? Thought there was way more history on this thing. KuCoin. Bybit. Poloniex. What was that? Maybe USD? Let's go to crypto. Nope. Coinbase. Nope. Looks like crap pretty much everywhere, huh? OKX. Okay. X. I'm done. I'm done with it. Binance. All right, daily. I mean, looking like everything else pretty much. Just been trading sideways since May. Not really doing anything. Kind of bearish looking. Could triangle out and get a push up. I mean, if the meme coins are going to go, they're probably going to go pretty hard, I would imagine. So if this is like the last bit of the cycle that we are in, memes always go last. Memes typically go last, I should say. And that is meaning they typically... I didn't realize I did a 5-wave thing. Okay. Because this would be the 5th. This would be a 5-wave. There we go. Yeah, they typically go last in the cycle. You typically start off with Bitcoin and then go into mid caps. Well, you really start off with the blue chips. You're like your top 10, and then you go into your mid caps, and then your small caps, and then your meme coins. That's like the typical rotation. So yeah. But meme coins, this one's not looking good. Any other ones? Pepe, USD. That's not the prettiest, but not the worst looking chart. Maybe building a base in here before the next push to the upside. Or this is just a sell-off and this is just going to come crashing down. It does give Batman pattern vibes. Batman pattern vibes. The other wing would come down over here. And you got the Batman. Yeah, Batman pattern vibes right there, buddy. Now that could have... no, couldn't have. Yeah. Be careful with Pepe. Be careful with my Pepe. Telling you guys, I'm delirious. What are other meme coins? I don't even know. Asia is kind of tricky, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for clicking the likes. Thank you, Alexander G, for being a G. How about that? I don't even know the meme coins, guys. That's how little I pay attention to these things. Doge. Oh, look at that. No. That ain't it. What is this here for? Lost that trade. Get out of here. These are point of controls, I do believe. Yep, point of controls. You see the point of control shifting to the upside. That is bullish. That is a base being built. And then you get a push up. Then you get the next level of price being auctioned in the market. Because that's all the market is, guys. It's just a buy and sell auction. It's, the market makers literally mark price up to get people to buy so that they can sell. Okay. Hieroglyphics. What are other memes? I don't even know. Do you guys know the memes? Toshi is a meme that's been doing pretty good lately. Where would you long soul? Toshi, USD. See, we're on Coinbase. Oh. Okay. We're on the daily. What's our CVD look like? Okay, we got a little tick up in the CVD. Big bullish CVD here. My goodness. You got a nice little sell-off, but still held. There was your support. Green, green, green. Even a bullish divergence. on this candle. Then you get the big push earlier today. I saw this one moved up today. I think Mantle even had a nice push to the upside. I like the structure in here. You got push, pull back, push, pull back, push, consolidate, push, consolidate. I like this chart. Now, if it can... Okay, got a close above this high, so that's good. I would like to see it get a close above this high. 0.0111591. You got to point that out when you're talking about these meme coins. That's probably the biggest reason I don't deal with these. It's just I hate the numbers on them. They're just so dumb. They're just so dumb. It's like worse than penny stocks. Mantle had a nice big bullish day today, and it's just continuing to freaking just pump like it's like there's no tomorrow. And it's been on my watch list for quite some time. Solana really looking a lot like the Russell. Four-hour push down. It depends on if this fair value gap holds or not. Pushing away from orb, got to push up into orb, rejection. Probably come down to here, at least at about $222.36, $222.36. Come back down to the top of the New York orb. Price does like to do that. Does like to come back down to the previous day or to previous day orbs or previous session orbs, open range breakouts. That is. Let's put a fixed range volume profile. Let's just to get this cup. Yeah, it's right down here. 222.54 is where that point of control is. So I would think it would more than likely come down to there. We've got big volume down there, so that tends to attract price. Tends to. Okay, even taking in the high, we still have the same point of control. Rejection of the value area high. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's see, do we have any confluence on the fib? Low to high. We do. We've got the golden pocket just above the point of control. Currently at the 0.382. Let's see, what if I pull in the absolute low here and not just this wave? I mean, it's right there at that 0.618. 222.34 to 222.54, somewhere in there. I would like to see a bounce there. If Solana is to hold the lows and push higher, which is possible, even if Bitcoin finishes an ABC correction. I don't know. Looking at these alts, I'm getting a little bit more of an impression that I don't know. We may not go as low as I thought on Bitcoin, but it is getting a push. We're making it just swept, just took the New York orb low. And Bitcoin looks more bearish in altcoins, which is what you would expect if you are seeing rotation in the market. So, but how much rotation is there really when Bitcoin dominance is climbing? See, it might get into certain alts, but not all alts. Look at that, Bitcoin dominance pushing. As Bitcoin is falling, what does that mean? Altcoins are falling even harder. Bitcoin dominance is pushing. USDT dominance pushing. Those are bearish signals. So we gotta be careful here. USDT dominance pushing to the upside. Yep. Shorts is the play. Just my opinion, not financial advice. The Russell getting a pullback right now. Look at this. What does this look like? Bitcoin? Kinda, yeah. A little bit. Let's go Bitcoin. If you just nix this, this is definitely a high, a higher high, then a lower high, and then a push down, and then a retrace, and a push down. RTY, you've got the high, the higher high, the lower high, the push down, and a retrace. I mean, it's the exact same pattern. So if it's going to do what Bitcoin has done, it's going to come down lower, and it's going to start reaching for these lows down here, maybe even come back down to this trend line that just continues to hold. And that was just another fake out breakout. Really enjoyed seeing the Russell go, and then it rolled over. So that's fun. Not really, but you know what I mean. Really wanted the Russell to really get going here. It just couldn't muster it. Nice rejection right off of that upwards trend line. There we go. All I want to see is consolidation. Let's not take out the low. Let's just consolidate, kind of triangle or flag out, something like that. I mean, we could take out the low, and that's fine because we could still put in a flag. So triangle or flag would be fine. Really don't want to lose the support here because then you're going to more than likely just take out all these lows. And if the Russell does that, that's expect a bloodbath in crypto. That's all I'll say to that. Because something happened. Something happened. Profit take. The Dixie continuing its move to the upside. Very corrective. 1, 2, 3 type of moves. 1, 2, 3. So that's what you want to see from the Dixie. And it just did a potential swing failure here. I mean, it is a swing failure, technically. I mean, would want to see this get a nice push down. Could be swing failure. Could just be a road bump. Bump in the road. You get the sweep of this low. Then you run up, get a sweep of this high. Then you run back down. Potentially. We do have this fair value gap here as well. It's looking good. Review the weekly data and sweeps. Gonna watch in for a month first. Yeah, might be a fun little meme. What? I'm way too dumb to trade anything but BTC. It's not about being dumb or smart or anything like that. It's about just figuring out your system and just rolling with that system. Following your rules, sticking to your rules, and using proper risk management. You can trade anything. When it comes to altcoins, I will say that it's just easier to just spot buy and sell. And you can make a lot of money just spot buying and selling altcoins. Because they just move so much. And the key is to buy when they're down a lot and to sell when they just like have a big week or something, you know? double up your bag and then get out on the altcoins. And then start DCAing. You're taking your profits and DCAing into Bitcoin when Bitcoin has a move to the downside. Then you take your profits on that. Next time Bitcoin moves to the upside, take your profits on that, put it to the side, spread it out through some altcoins, let those double up, or even just 50% gains or whatever. And then take those profits, wait for Bitcoin's dump, continue to buy and stack Bitcoin with those profits, and just rotate the capital again and again and again and again. On spot. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, no leverage, no scalping, just simple capital rotation and compounding growth over and over and over again. Don't sell at a loss. Don't buy at the highs, and that'll help keep you from selling at a loss. Only buy at situations when you take out lows like this and you see big push off of that. Then you would say, oh, let's go ahead and get in. We want to see this shift, at least some kind of shift in the market structure, just to kind of help solidify that you are turning the ship around. ETH, what are we doing, ETH? Same old BS. See, this is why I said wait until we break that high and then get a pullback on top of the high. This isn't the right chart, though. I don't think that. Oh, nope, that was the one. Yep. See, this is what I was saying the other night. Monday night. Came back and did a little. Came back to the. Ended the show, went through the whole outro and all that stuff, and had the shark gif playing over and over and over, and then I just cut over to just this to my chart screen, and I was like, hey, this right here, gotta get the breakout in the back test, okay? Don't long Ethereum unless it does that, and it didn't do it, therefore no long. Instead, it's pushing to the downside. Now this one. See, I like to narrow these down. I like to go up time frames until I get a nice solid 3 candle move for my fair value gaps. You know, I don't really care for so many like this. This is a 3-day fair value gap, and it's the prettiest one of this whole move. Midpoint on that is 43.39, and you want to see it get a bounce out of here. Don't want to see it come down and close below the low of that fair value gap, because that could mean more downside. But ETH doesn't look like that. ETH actually looks pretty strong right now. It's getting a pullback right now, but I mean, it doesn't look. I mean, Bitcoin doesn't even look weak either. I mean, they're fine. This looks like a fake breakout, a push back down, come back, hit our head on the top side of the resistance, push down, get another tap, maybe even a little bit lower into the fair value gap. Then we look for a shift in market structure on a lower time frame. Come up, take out the high, back test, consolidate, and then push higher. That would be ideal. Nice little flag as well. So yeah, it's just a nice little pullback week. Okay, consolidate, get ready for the next move. That's your hopium. I think that'll be it. That's what we need. That's what we want to see. We want to see us come down. We do want to go down to help clear out imbalances, and then get on the lower time frames a shift in our market structure. Okay, higher highs, higher lows, essentially, so that we can anticipate and expect the next move to the upside. And that's that. CVD well below zero. Probably not the best exchange to look at this on. Who has the most Ethereum? Probably Coinbase. Because they're in on it. Hashtag ETHgate. Guys, what do you think about Elon and X taking away hashtags? What do you guys think about that? Why? Why would you take away hashtags? I honestly don't know why. Is there some reason other than like saving storage space or something? Like, I don't know. Why would you take away hashtags? Does anybody know? Because I sure as heck do not know. Nice little point of control here at that 43.20 level. Inversion fair value gap? Did I miss that? Do have a little bit of an inversion gap here. Kind of like this. Yeah, come down in here, hit that point of control, buddy, and then let's go. Come on. Rip it to the upside. Otherwise, it might want to come down here to the bottom of the wave here. Not really an imbalance there, so I don't know that it would. These are more imbalances down here around the $3,200 level. I don't know that we're going down there. I don't think so. I mean, this just looks, the more you zoom out, the more and more this just looks like a nice flag in here with a breakout and then get a back test. Potentially, we shall see. So let's continue the downwards move overnight and then have our midweek reversal tomorrow. How's that sound? And then finish the week Friday bullishly. Maybe even be bullish on the weekend. We were bullish last weekend. Weren't we bullish like the past 2 weekends? Maybe just last weekend. Regardless. Yep, still nothing to fret about. Still no change in trend. No significant change in trend anyways, not on the higher time frames. Lower time frames, yeah, we're moving to the downside. We're getting a little bit of a pullback. I think we're going to be fine though. Just be prepared, don't be scared, as Piper likes to say. Shout out to Army Piper and the Piper Academy. But yeah, just be prepared for anything and everything. I mean, if we do go lower than expected, I don't anticipate it would be too much lower than expected or than we would want. Bottom side for Bitcoin would still be around 98 to 100K if we were to go lower than expected. I think that would be a good level. To like, well, 98 to like 104. But outside of that, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't see that happening at the moment. I believe the ETF inflows have been very nice recently, even this week. So, yeah, it's just patience. And, you know, this market loves to shake you out, okay? This market loves to shake you out. And that's why it's really best to just buy on spot. Not financial advice, it's just my opinion. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate each and every single last one of you for joining me this evening. You guys make this worth it. And yeah, I can't wait for the drop. Don't forget to come over to what? 1 hour of very funny. Is this what my son's been watching? 1 hour. Oh, you can't even see it. Forget about it. 1 hour of very funny animal videos. All right. So let's see. Thank you for the education, David. Great stream. Have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical. Hey, that's my thing. No. All right, yeah, guys, I gotta get out of here. So, yeah, thank you all for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind doing all the things, the liking, the subscribing if you're new, and hitting that notification bell so that you are notified for whenever I go live or whenever I decide to actually drop a static video or something. So, I need to take a look at my LTC, Solana, and HBAR videos from a few months ago and see how those have been panning out. Probably not good. Actually, I think the LTC and Solana ones should be fine. The one that's probably that I'd be more skeptical of is HBAR. Hasn't really done has done as well as I would have hoped. But anyways, thank you guys. I'll see you all in the chats in the Discords tomorrow, and yeah, I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. I'm gonna go give me some sleep, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Mad love. God bless. Peace out. Bye.
I put on LBC. I put on LBC. Yeah, I put on LBC. Over LBC. I put on LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the Med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on endlessly. I put on for LBC, over LBC. I put on for LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Oh, started with a vision, now we running in the game. Yeah. Charles glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. Yeah. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle we light, that's a wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night, where the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with sticks. I put on for LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turn to gain. Got the fam worldwide, The Bruce run deep. From the man that was grind, to the LB street. Just for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Oh, I put over LBC. Oh, I put over LBC. Oh, I put over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam. Putting on in the league.